Hello and welcome to Sangoma Society. My name is Hani Makwakwa and I am Umakosi Unomabuto Emsamu. This is Sangoma Society, where we aim to demystify the ancestral. Welcome. Today I'd like to share with you a conversation that I had with my sister Vangile Makwakwa, who is the teacher and the wealth coach over at Wealthy Money. And in this conversation, we talk all about money and spirituality, her work as a coach of me. But it was originally filmed for her own platform, but the conversation that we had was something I really felt like opened up a lot about me and how I see money and went a little bit deeper into that, and I wanted to share it here with you. So enjoy, and let's talk about that in the comment section. This is going to be part one, which is all about my personal money journey and the things that I've experienced and what I've learned from them, and how that balances in and taps into my broader spirituality. Enjoy.
Hey, Money Magicians, welcome to today's episode, the fourth episode in the Money Magic series, where I interview Money Magic students about their journey on the course. So today, my name is Vangile Makwakwa, if you've just joined, and I'm the founder of Wealthy Money and the teacher over at Wealthy Money Academy and for the Money Magic course. So my fourth guest is my sister, my little sister, Hani Makwakwa. So I've got her on to talk about her story of being a student and why she signed up and paid to be a student. I feel like I need to emphasize and paid. So welcome, Hani.
Hi, Vangile. Thank you so much for having me. Hello, wealthy ones.
Yeah. So, Hani, tell us about yourself and what you do.
Okay, I am a sangoma, I'm a storyteller, and I'm a stylist. Maybe less so a stylist these days, more a storyteller and just a strategist. So, sangoma, strategist, storyteller. I live in South Africa. Unlike my sister, I do not want to live across the world all the time. I travel a lot. I enjoy travel. I enjoy art, shopping, the culture, and actually I enjoy doing the work. And I enjoy my work. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so what does money mean to you? How would you describe money to an alien who just landed on Earth?
Woo. I would probably say money is the frequency of providence, or the currency of providence, right? So
Okay.
if you need something, you need money. So that's it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you describe money. I love it. The currency of providence. Providence being
that all knowing source energy that provides for our needs, you know? I don't want to, well, I can call it God, like God's providence, God's divine providence. It is what it is, you know? And money is what we use on this planet, in this parallel, right now. That's the thing that makes the thing happen.
Okay, I'm hearing you. So,
Yes.
Honey, when did you start suspecting that your money story wasn't just about money? That there was something more beyond your money story, that it wasn't just about knowing how to budget, all that stuff?
Ooh. So I feel like my money story was kind of straight up and simple. Like I would first sort of interactions with money. Daddy used to give us money whenever we'd
Yeah.
spend. That was when
Yeah.
like now the person was actually carrying cash, you know.
Yeah.
They split up and then he would come and, you know, hand you some cash. That felt good. That was nice. And then later on with the modeling and the all the stuff, and you were sending money in high school. So money was
Yeah.
like, it was so straightforward, you know, money comes in, it
Yeah.
gets you things that you need done.
Yeah.
Went to college, went and then had a part-time job and worked and had money to do stuff with.
Yeah.
Felt
Yeah.
good. Started working. Like, okay, maybe like I don't know how to do this money thing, right?
Yeah.
Fine. By the grace of God, got married to somebody with a little bit more money than me. And that money was nice. But the thing that was crazy for me was my first husband sat me down once and said, "Are you aware you've spent £50,000 this month?" I had nothing.
£50,000.
I had nothing to show for it. Nothing. I hadn't bought an actual thing. I don't know what was going on. So that's when I thought, okay, something is up. Like I need to like become aware. I don't know what's up. Do you know?
That's like literally R1,000,000 in 1 month that you spent.
When you put it like that, sounds slightly different. Like R1,000,000 would take me far, far. 50,000 rand would take me far right now.
I
But
was
like
sharing in the masterclass how I did a masterclass on Sunday, and I was sharing how you and I have had very, very different money stories, even with the same upbringing. How, like, you can have the same upbringing, same parents, and still come out with wildly different money stories. Like, I could not fathom, like, attracting £50,000 years ago, like you did, and then like spending it all and still being okay. You know, that was like, and I think this shows how you can have the same upbringing, be taught the same things about money, and still have like very different ways of manifesting money, have different money set points, have different ways of spending money, different ways of making money. But I digress. Let's go back to
different money stories, just like what money
yeah,
means. Do you know what I mean? And like
exactly.
everything you do with money, you know?
Yeah,
The funny thing was that, like, okay, yeah, at that moment in time, it didn't freak me out because, like, nobody was freaking out. It was just like, are you aware of this problem situation? And I was
yes,
like, okay,
yes,
I need to become aware of this problem. Do you know?
yeah,
But then there was a lot of things that were going on in that dynamic that, you know, I don't know that I would have felt comfortable doing something substantial with that money. Do you know? Because
yeah,
there was
yeah,
another layer to that relationship, and having that access to that money, you know, was all
yeah,
kind of tied into that. But then
yes,
later
yes,
on, after the end of that situation, and trying to start again, I started to
yeah,
certain patterns. Do you
yeah,
know? And
yeah,
just self-comforting, you know?
yes,
And then I was
yes,
like, okay, I seem to not be able to control this. Do you know?
yes.
And I know that it's like it's something else. Do you know? Like it's not
Mm, mm,
like I'm trying my best and I'm working hard, and it's not that
yeah.
the money like itself isn't there. It's just that the things that you're trying to do is not coming together because I know there was a lot going on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So wow. And then like what made you want to join the Money Magic course? And I'll ask the follow-up question as well, right? Like why join the Money Magic course? and also do your work as a sangoma. Like, shouldn't that be enough? Like, you're already a healer. Why do you need this course? I feel like that's the question, because that's often what most people think. They think that it's either or. I go to a healer and I see a sangoma, and then my money issues will resolve themselves. Obviously, you know.
Okay, so I want to keep those questions separate, because it's like the
Okay,
reason why I
fantastic.
joined the course.
Yeah.
I became a money magic student before I became a sangoma,
Yes, true.
right?
Yeah.
So I started coaching with you in 2012, right?
Yes. Yes.
At that time, I could not. I was so, by the time I started coaching with you, February of
Yeah.
2012, certain things had happened that had been kind of precursors to what was yet to happen in my business, right? In
Yeah.
terms of like the people I was partnered with. But like, I didn't
Yes.
feel like that. I just felt
Yeah.
burned out. I felt like I couldn't like just be doing that anymore. I wanted to be employed,
Yeah.
and I wanted some sense of stability, and I wanted to be in control of like how I engage with my money. So
Yes.
when we started then doing the work, that was such a long time ago. You were still doing affirmations, right? Um, but what I
Yeah, I
saw was,
felt like when I started off with affirmations and was seeing that people were not really shifting as much. But hey, it's been a
but there
journey.
were like some really practical things in there, you know,
Yeah.
that for me benefited me deeply. The budgeting just kind of kept me on course with life. You know,
Yes.
it was at
Yes.
that point the work was
I
so
was teaching the bank account challenge then. Like, I've been teaching the bank account challenge for a very, very long time. This is very,
yeah,
very true. Yeah.
yeah. So it was like there were practical elements that were like really, really beneficial to me. Do you
Yeah.
know? So being on board at that point was, was that. And then perhaps I
Yeah.
guess that you could say we stopped kind of doing the work in that way, in that context, right?
Yeah.
Until the course would then relaunch in what was it, 2015, 2016?
2017, believe it or not.
Definitely. Okay. So
Like,
by the
let me
time,
just quickly explain to everyone. So, guys, between 2014, at the end of 2014, so 2012 to 2014, I was teaching the bank account challenge work, basically, right? But then at around about 2014, I was already doing spirit of money work and the meditations and all that. But low key, super, super scared that like people would find out that this is actually how I'm shifting my private clients to have great breakthroughs, because I was super scared that everybody would think that this was like, not too on the up and up. Like, already people were asking me, what is the spirit of money work? Is it Christian? Is it spiritual? What is going on? So there were a lot of questions being raised and people saying that they were scared of me. And I was feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't do this work. Then I went traveling and the work kept following me, right? I went to India, I moved to South Korea, and then around about 2016, I was in South Korea. Then I opened up, what is it like, with the practice group, um, uh, on Facebook. I had a mastermind with Joan Teresa and Nomveliso, and then I started teaching them the meditations and the work. So first I started trying to do the course without the meditations, and I saw that they weren't receiving the breakthroughs that I knew was so possible. So then I had to take the leap and do that. And then Nomveliso came on board at the end of 2016 and started sharing the meditations and the work and her story and the truth to kind of like temper the fears, right? And then 2017, the course launched properly. So yeah, that's the story behind this
I
course.
actually find out exactly when the course actually launched, because I thought that I caught up late. But there was, and the reason why I thought that I caught up late to the course, right, is
Yeah.
because the time you were visiting, South Africa in 2015. I know it was 2015 because of the apartment I was in. And I was frazzled. I was quite frustrated. You know, you came to see me. You were having meetings here in Joburg, and then you said, let me come see you, you know, and I was in a state. And then you said, close your eyes. You know, I want you to call in your spiritual counsel, like anybody you feel comfortable with. You know, you sat me down on the couch and you actually took me through, I think it was a higher self meditation.
Yeah, probably. Those were the less scary ones that I was willing to let people in on.
So it was like, I think I was just coming out of Epesweni. Now it comes into the second part, or the second question: why do this work as a sangoma? So I had just come out of Epesweni. So Epesweni is where you go to as sangoma, or as a person who is, you know, needing to initiate. You know, not initiate because it's not quite the word, but English, to twasa and become a sangoma. So I went Epesweni, and then this was after Epesweni. And it was, I think I was just seeing small fires in terms of readjusting to life and having identity and, you know, and the thing is that we as Izangoma, we talk about this, you know, we say it's like the post-petro trimester. Do you know? It's like, I think that first year is over, you know, after Epesweni, that first year of being a sangoma. Don't even call yourself a sangoma. Don't even think you know what you're doing. You're just like, you're still recalibrating. Do you know? And then it's only really after about 3 years that you kind of know what you're doing. And about 5 years that you're going to get to that place, you know, and then there's something that happens that's more exponential. I haven't gotten there yet. I'll tell you how it is next year.
Actually, what you're saying, it feels a lot like literally that's what happened with me with this work. When I started off in 2012, like the first 2 years were great because it was how people were teaching money stuff, right? It was affirmations. I was talking about budgeting, etc. Then 2014, I was like this weirdo. And then it didn't stop all the way until 2017. And that was like the 5th year where I was like, okay, I'm not going to lie to people because people are seeing different things. That what I'm teaching isn't what they are hearing my private clients talk about. And then these private clients are getting these breakthroughs and sharing with the world. And they're like, but this woman says nothing about any of this.
Yes, the Akashic records. Yeah, I heard Novelisa talking about the Akashic records. I saw it on Facebook. So I was just like, what the hell is this now? Like, and that was like, I was like, what's going on? Like, what am I, like, what is going on? Do you know? And so for me, I was, when I initiated, I was explained to that there is a difference between myself as an individual and myself as a healer through whom my ancestors work, right? So Unomabuto has like a whole different paradigm from Uhani, do you know?
Yes.
And Hani needs the work, period.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
And there's this other element of it wherein we're told Epesweni, or I was told Epesweni, you know, that if you allow something to fester in your heart, when somebody comes to you and is looking for solutions to their life, you're only going to see your own problems.
Yeah.
Now, there's a whole other element to that that is incredibly powerful, which is when somebody comes in,
Bless you.
When somebody comes into your life, you need to know that a problem that they have in their life could be mirrored somewhere in your life. Every single person who comes in, right, has a problem that is mirrored in your life. That's why you need to heal it. Whether it's in this lifetime, whether it's in your ancestors' issues or your own issues, it's there, right? So it's about cultivating that awareness, right? So the thing is, when you are now frustrated as an individual, so Honey is going through issues, Honey is not okay, Honey's got this and that problem, Honey can't do the things she needs to do. Do you understand? Like she can't. I can't function like as a healer if I'm festering. So it's really important, do you know, that like I do the work of preserving my own sanity, my own self. You know? So that was like a really major thing for me. And then the final thing is that, again, there is separation between self and ancestors. So it's like when we do the work, you know, tends to be the preservation of legacy. So they tend to speak to the issues that come up edlozini. Yes, often it comes up, like I've had situations where it comes up edlozini and in a meditation where it's like, can you please get your nails done? Do you know?
And I want to get to this. This
is not how you're supposed to look. Okay, but like basically there are things that are going to be both, right? Because it's like to preserve this legacy, you need to present this way, and for money to be attractive, you need to be attractive. There's those things where there's overlap, and then there's those things where there's almost no overlap. I don't know how to explain it. It's not that there's no overlap, but it's more complex. So it's like the subconscious mind, right? This work, that's maybe the best separation. This work deals more with the subconscious mind and it's processing in the present, right?
Yes.
And what I do as Isangoma deals more with the ancestors and their influence on the present. And sometimes there is an overlap, but often it is not the same thing. So I can't do one and not do the other. Do you know?
Yes.
This is not the only work that I do, right?
Yes.
So I've got like my work and, you know, work that can be self-healing that people can do and facilitate for themselves, right?
Yes.
That is with the ancestors and releasing things in that space and all of that, right?
Yes.
Then I've got this work that is to do with my subconscious, to do with my higher self, right? To do with my inner child, right?
Yes.
A completely different paradigm. Then I've got my work that I do with my other coach, which is to do with my emotions, which is like my present emotions. What's going on right now? Do you know? Like how am I feeling? What's frustrating me? How do I want to clear it? How do I want to, you know? Like what do I want to see? And it's like I have to take care of my emotional mind, my psychological mind, my spiritual mind. You know, just as much as I have to take care of my body, do you know? I can't have any element of these things out of balance, or else I'm not going to be able to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm not going to be able to live my purpose and my truth. I think for me, this makes me a better healer, like understanding that all those things need to be taken into account. Do you know? All those things. All right, that was the end of part 1 of my interview with my sister Vangile Makwakwa, who is the teacher over at the Wealthy Money Academy. If this is your first time watching Sangoma Society, please subscribe. And if you're returning here, but you haven't seen this video and you're like, oh my God, where was it? Turn on your notifications now, okay? Keep tuned. I'll be posting the second part of our interview very soon. Makos.